Bitch, tell me who got a flow like God.
Yo.
Is that Jamaican?
Nah, man, that's just some accent I made up.
What?
But yo, welcome back, world. Welcome.
Right?
De nada, caribu, all that good stuff. Welcome back to another brand new installment of Cuttin' Up. Yes, we keep coming every week. Every week we're dropping new episodes. You know what I'm saying? It was intense. I need people to know because they ain't know about the hard times.
You can't say that without the cool. You gotta put the cool.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta put the whole thing.
I know.
You know, welcome back, everybody. If you're watching us on your Tizoob, you know what I mean? If you're watching us on your phone, your iPad, your computer, your girl's ass, welcome to another installment of Cuttin' Up. You know what I mean? If you listen to us via podcast, thank you for tuning in and rocking with us. You know what I mean? I gotta go around to my good people. You already know by now, you know what I mean? We superstars. You already know who we are, but
Speak that.
you know what I mean? This,
Speak that.
you know. But it's just, you know, it's formalities. You know what I'm saying? So we got to go around the table and let me introduce my magnificent, wonderful, super duper co-hosts. You know what I mean? With they fly asses. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you know we're gonna go counterclockwise today. Yeah. So we're gonna go counterclockwise today around the table. You know what I mean? And we gotta, you know. You know what I'm saying? You pull up to the window, you order number 3, supersize that shit, and get you a Fat Mac in the building. Tropical Papa, the one and only Wavyy Jonez.
What's up, y'all? It's DJ Envy, Angela E, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. I just felt like I had to do that. I love that shit.
Yo.
I love that.
You did it so smooth.
I love that shit.
I was confused for 2 seconds.
But how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm tired. I've been in the gym a lot lately, and I'm sore right now.
There you go.
So
What you working on?
I'm working on everything. I'm working on me.
Like
working on becoming a better man.
So what's your Mondays? You have split sets, or you just doing like full body workouts?
I'm doing first. I do 30 minutes on the treadmill. I do an hour on the bike.
Bars.
Then I turn out and I start doing the like, I don't know. It's the shit when you do this and all of that.
Bars.
I don't know what none of that shit is called. And then I go lift the weights and stuff like that. I do 30 minutes with all of that, and then I go to the exercise machine. Then I go home.
Yeah.
So how long are you in the gym?
I've been in the gym. I've been doing like 2 hours.
Wow, you're not playing.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
What inspired this change? Because you was like an anti-working out dude. Now all of a sudden you about to get swole.
There's a brother on the new show that's playing The Rock's dad, Rocky Johnson, and I've been watching him in the gym. I've been putting these clips up. I'm like, oh hell no, I'm not gonna show up to Australia just all limp and weak and shit like that. And then I've been watching y'all, and y'all talk about all this health and wellness and all that, and I'm like, I gotta get better, and I want to live a lot longer. So
Yeah,
live a
I
better
love
life.
that.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
Wave.
Yeah. Well, of course we
Nice.
we also got a resident weirdo, Mr.
That
Robert
must be
Covington
me.
in the building. Rob Covington, what's good?
What's up, bro? How you living?
I don't know, but I bring you in with that great ass intro. And you, what's up, bro? Like, you Snoop Dogg.
Right, you way over
No
the top.
cuz.
I burn. I'm sorry. I apologize, but I'm doing good. It's good to see you, my nigga.
Okay, it's good to see you too.
Hold up, I got you. It's good to see you too. I got you, nigga. There we
that
go.
was good.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it turned to old
Did
man.
I get
when he
light
sat
skin
up
too?
there.
Did I get light skin too when I did it? I set up on everything. I'm gonna do Dominic for the rest of the show. I'm gonna do Dominic. What?
No, nobody's doing Dominic at all.
I did not say do anything. I said being. There's a complete difference, bro. I'm not doing
I
nothing.
thought you said
to
doing Dominic. I was like,
I quit. I clip on
clarify.
God. I ain't say nothing about no doing.
like nigga, we cousins, man. But
You ain't that damn cute.
good. Thank you.
Kiss my ass.
Wave
So it's
like,
not about
what
me
is
being a
going
dude. It's just that I'm not cute enough.
You would rather it be about you being. I'm so confused. Why do you want me to like you? Nigga, this is not a dating service. What is going on?
What are we doing here?
I like light skinned girls. I like Puerto Ricans, but mostly females.
Good.
Oh,
Mostly.
man.
It's
Good. Happy to hear that.
What is
Mostly.
going on?
Bro, you
I like females.
Yo, I'm not even.
I am a boy.
Are they
Damon.
trying to date me? Andrea, help.
no.
It's
I
the
think they trying
long
to get
hair,
my
bro.
number.
It's the long
You
hair,
said
bro.
mostly females.
I've
though.
been working.
He did say
that.
mostly female.
Do I look cute or something? I've been
Yo,
working
I
out.
didn't
They are
even
definitely
catch
hitting on me.
that.
Yeah, he said mostly. Like, why would you say
Fellas.
mostly?
I appreciate it, but I'm good.
You good.
Thank you, gents. I
You
don't
gotta have
want
few
it. I don't
exceptions,
want
but
it.
mostly
guess
females.
so.
I love you to death, but I promise I'm good.
All that
gents.
weed.
You can never get my number. I clip for God. I clip for God.
I already got your number,
Good
Rob.
to see you though. How you doing, Lee? Lord Jesus.
But moving
like I'm
on.
back in Puerto Rico.
And hold on, we got one more host. Last.
I better get a
Why you
super.
talking
Oh, this
like
about to
You know
be
those
good.
dope intros you give to Wave?
Oh, I got you.
I
I got
better
you.
get them.
Don't
got
just
you.
say wave.
I got
Because
you.
he gave him a. He
Nah,
gave
he
him
don't
a.
be giving me these dope
Oh,
I'm
intros.
trying to
this
give it to
golden
you.
child shit. Go
I'm
ahead,
trying to
please
give it to you.
give her the
Nah,
best
you
intro ever.
Listen, I better get
now.
that shit.
Standing
go.
about
Here
5'6".
Uh-oh.
Standing about 5'6", bronze colored, sweet tooth,
Yeah.
sultry, lovely, magically delicious. We have SDOT Lee.
I'll take that.
That's good. The golden child.
The golden.
There you go.
The
I'll
golden
take
one.
that. I'll take
The
that.
golden one.
Somebody
you know what
called
I'm
me
saying?
light skin. I was like, I'm golden.
I like that. That's
For
nice.
real, I said it. They were like,
I
you
like
light skin.
that.
I was like, no, I'm golden.
Yeah.
Indeed.
You know, I'll take that.
I told
I've been saying that for years.
Cal, I was like, man, we accept the award. I'm gonna stand right, grab SDOT. Like I like to thank the Academy. I like to thank my family.
Look, with the grills.
Yeah, with the girls. Gotta have the girls in it.
Oh, yo, you took the grills out.
Yeah,
oh,
you
man, why
told me
take
it
the
looked
grills?
ratchet.
I told you it was
Why
cool. You
you
look
know,
good
bro?
with it.
You
You look
kept
really
it
good with
going.
it.
Wait, one time was like, hey, how you doing on the hey time? He's like, what the fuck is he doing?
Man, he light skinned. Don't listen to him. You look good, girl.
No
You
judgment.
look good, girl.
Look at your mouth. And I was like, look, and I'm all like, ooh, don't you like him? He was like,
Nah, like you ever look at somebody that do something, you know, with their mouth or their look, and you're like, did you mean to do that?
oh, man.
Wow.
Shots fired.
Was that on
Shots
purpose?
Hands down.
Listen,
Damn.
listen, for real,
It really looked good.
I got a lot of, a lot
I liked it.
of, like, compliments. I mean, when an older black woman tell you,
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
like
nah.
that type of stuff, but I'm gonna tell you, you look beautiful with it, and I'm shocked because you gotta listen to the old
You
black
can
women, 'cause
have,
they
a,
gonna
you
tell
can
you
have
the
a
truth.
little tiny hat on. You're still gonna look beautiful with it. Doesn't mean you should walk around wearing
He
it.
just said you look like you had a little hat on your head.
No,
No,
you
I
could have
did
one.
not.
That was exactly what you said.
It was actually a compliment, sir.
Well,
That is called negging.
I was like this.
I'm good.
Then I was like, y'all missed it. I was like, I'm walking to the car. Put him in the car.
Oh, is that what you went to the car
You
for?
even got him
Got him out the building. Yeah.
Wow.
Damn. What you do to that girl, man?
Mostly because I didn't want to forget them, though, because I'll forget.
You should have really rocked them joints.
You was
You
fresh,
know.
bro.
I said, hey, I'm not telling you not to wear them. I'm just saying, you know.
I like him, I think.
That is called negging.
We got to call you
Some
Sharkeisha.
just like flew and just smacked me in
For
my
real.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian,
Out
what
of
was it?
nowhere. But I think like there's certain people that speak a certain way. Like if you were somebody that, yeah, it's SDOT Lee in the building. Like if you was on that type of vibe, it'd be like, yeah, you should probably take them grills out.
Right.
You ratchet
Don't
enough.
ever
You know what I'm
do
saying?
that.
But with you having the grill in and speaking the way you do and standing for the things you stand for, I thought that was a dope offset. From,
Yeah, I
from
can
the
dig
rest.
it.
Yeah.
I can dig it.
him again next time we go.
Hell
For
yeah.
sure,
rock
golden,
that
you
joint.
know what I'm saying? Do your thizzle. You know what I mean?
So when
Do
I'm
your
all
thizzle.
golden, I can be like, ding, ding.
Yeah, go
And
to
radiate.
Bronx. I like it.
Man.
I just hate when people they wear them like the ones on the bottom and they smile.
Oh,
They
yeah.
want you to see them bottom
Smiling
teeth.
like
that,
Right?
Yeah. Cause I used to have bottoms. I used to do it too. Like,
Really?
it looked stupid. After I sat back and looked, I was like, I look dumb as hell. Like, why was I doing that? Like,
Listen,
it does.
I didn't know because I told the dude, you know, I liked looking out for us. So I'm like, listen, I'm going to do promo for you, whatever, I got you. So he was like, can you do a video for me? And I was like, yeah, I'll do a video and I'll do like a post and like a picture. I took about 30 pictures, not because I'm vain, I wanted to look good. I had no idea how to show them. So I'm like, it was so funny. And then finally the one I posted, I was like, I think this is kind of decent. Let me do this. So even when I'm doing the video for him, y'all know I'm goofy. As soon as I was done, I was just crying because I'm like, hey guys, I got girls. Hey. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, this is so funny.
Finger and everything.
Yeah. I know.
You wash your hands, man.
Always.
I see that on. I've been watching P Valley lately, and the little dude who's a rapper. I forget his name, but he's always doing that. Like
Lil Murder. Yeah.
I like him.
It be like, it's
what
me,
is
Lil
that?
Murder. And
Yeah.
he done that every time he say his name. Yeah.
You gotta see them gold.
Yeah, you gotta
teeth.
see.
I mean, if you want to look like
Gotta
you from
see 'em.
Memphis, go ahead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong. Shout out to Memphis. You know.
Shout out to
I
him.
love Memphis. Memphis was fun.
Yeah, Memphis is cool,
was
but
fun.
you know when you're not
Bill
going.
Street. Bill Street was
Bill
fun,
Street
bruh.
is dope.
Bruh, you
Had
gotta
some
go
of the
to-
best
you gotta go to
brisket I ever
Memphis.
had on Bill
Oh
Street.
my God, some of the best
Really?
food. A place called Rendezvous in Memphis. If it's still there, you gotta go check out
Okay.
that. And I don't
check it
even
out.
eat meat like that anymore, but I still remember that. That was some of the best food ever.
Just mostly females.
I was gonna go back to that too because he said he don't really. I thought you was a vegan.
Is he really?
What?
So he just want me to
I
do
did.
it.
She was about to go
We
back
just
to that
gonna
I don't
point.
want
So
no
you
trouble,
mostly don't
man.
eat meat. Okay,
I don't want
gotcha.
no
Gotcha.
trouble, man. I don't want no trouble. Last time
Next
we
time we
last
gonna
time we
introduce
got
your
into
boy.
I
it.
just sat here and did the mannequin. I was like,
Yeah, no. Last time he, came outside with a mask on and was like, "Get me on your wallet."
Alright.
And I was like, "Rob, is that you?" He's like, "No, I say the same Rob." And I was like, "Damn, is it personal?"
Hold on, I got you. Badoom. That was good.
Good for you.
I don't get
for
that.
you.
What was that?
Oh, if I got you young, you don't know the badoom.
Yeah, what is
Yeah, they used to do that after horrible comedians.
See, when you have to explain
okay,
it.
I got you. I see what you're
Look,
Yeah,
talking
when you
about.
have to explain it, that means you're
Jamie,
intelligent.
go Jamie
It's
Foxx.
sad.
I'm fucking this
That
joke up right
intelligence
now.
is absolutely ridiculous.
I should probably leave the stage now.
Man.
No,
yo, he went in on
Yo,
that one. It was
bruh, do you-
so
Shout out to Doug
good.
Williams.
He went for like a hot minute on him from all the way
Yo,
from
did
the
you
back
ever
of the place.
see? If you have never seen that, you
Jamie
gotta
Fon-
see
oh,
Oh,
it.
when he
Bro.
went at all the comedians
Yo,
He
that
went
was
at
trying to
that one
roast him.
one
comedian.
in particular.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doug
bro, he
Williams.
went at that one
Roasted
comedian.
I seen that. I seen that.
He
my
made it look like
God.
that man wanted to cry. He
They
roasted
had
that
beef.
man
They
crazy.
must have had beef.
No.
Nah,
there's a
he
backstory.
just-
We'll get into it on the next
Yeah, it
episode.
gotta be.
though,
Gotta
but-
be.
but
Gotta.
yeah.
It's deeper because he went in.
Yeah, coming up, man. We've got a very, very talented and special guest in the building.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Representing for the Afro Latinas. You know what I mean? But she represents for the Afro Latinas, Latinos, the black men, black women,
Hello.
people of all colors. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So, especially the marginalized people. You know what I mean? And she's very hilarious. I'm sure you've seen her on Netflix or somewhere. And we're gonna get into that conversation here and right now. As I told you guys before, we have a super talented, very, 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 very special guest. And this guest is a hybrid of multiple things other than being a phenomenal comedian, an activist, a very vocal political commentator, and all types of things. We're going to get into that with her. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Cuttin Up family, Aida Rodriguez.
Welcome.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing better. I am off Twitter. I've been off Twitter for the last couple of. I saw the social dilemma, and it just made me really scale back on my social media consumption.
I keep hearing
And-
about that. I got to watch that.
Yeah, I mean, I think everything has spin because everything is produced by a production company that is funded by. So you have to just take stuff and just extract what you need. But I've just been very conscious about what I'm allowing into my subconscious mind because it's just too much right now. We're oversaturated. Everybody thinks their opinion is fact.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling. I'm happy because I'm not on. The world could be on fire and I don't even know.
So we'll get. I want to get into when I first saw you. It oddly enough was not stand up.
Right.
I first saw you on the Young Turks.
Right.
Just I watched them I watch my news and stuff on YouTube. I like to see my news in 5-minute clips, and so I was on there and watching it every day. And of course, I started seeing you multiple times, and And I was like, who is this? You know, because everyone else, they're all really great hosts and commentators. But you would come on there and you were like the extra real one. And, you know, you would say things. I was like, oh, okay. They ain't holding her back. But I loved it. I loved it, especially during the social, you know, the beginning of the social unrest. Well, this round of it. Yeah. The beginning of the social unrest, the George Floyd situation, Breonna Taylor, Black Lives Matter protests and whatnot. I seen how vocal you were and, you know, just how you were speaking out for not only black and brown, but you were also specifically singling out black men. And so, you know, I thought that was so important. Somebody with your platform who looks like you do out there also speaking and saying, no, you know, also adding your voice to the national conversation. And so what are you more of a politics person or more comedy? Is it about equal? You're really passionate about it. Like I see you running for an office or something later on.
Perfect answer.
You know what? This is who I am. Like a lot of people have become political. This moment in time has drawn the politics out of people. People who never talked about politics are now engaging because you can feel the pressures of, you know, of the systemic ills have always been there, but now they're closing in on us and people are just saying, nah, I don't want to do this. I've always been this way. I've always spoken out ever since I was very young. It's been important to me to, one, because I'm Afro-Latina and I grew up with a Black Latin family in Miami, understanding that Blackness and Latinidad intersect and that you can be both, and understanding like seeing my uncles get pulled over by the cops all the time, and the way people treated my grandmother, the texturism of the hair, like all that stuff. So it's always been who I am. I'm a comedian, and so I always like to shed light on the people who do this for a living, because when I go back to my career, those people will still be doing this every day. So I don't like to slide into the spaces of the people who do the social work and the civic work as a career. But you know, I mean, I'm the mother of 2 Black children. Like, why wouldn't I be politically activated? This is the reality of what we're living in. And I just think we all should be saying it's not okay. It's never been okay. It's been happening forever to always remove Black men from the family because you can't destroy the family that way, right? And so, say it. Like, don't tiptoe around it. Just say it, because it's times.
Yeah, and you're very unapologetic with speaking your mind, and that's one thing that I love about hearing you speak and hearing you on these shows and hearing you even in your stand-up, is that you have no problem saying exactly what's on your mind and speaking truth. It's not like you're just talking to talk. You're speaking truth. And
they've never given any fucks for what they do to us.
Hello.
They've been doing it for generations, and it's always been unapologetic. And it's interesting that when you speak back and you push back on that, they label you and say, wow, she's aggressive and
they're difficult to work with.
Or the angry woman.
So why should I apologize for loving us? Like, I love us and I stop. And I don't think that should be a stand that I take. That should be our status quo, you know?
Yeah. And speaking of, what are your thoughts? This just came to mind while you were talking about it. And, you know, just in my own, you know, my father's Puerto Rican, so I have a lot of Puerto Rican family. And, you know, just seeing that dynamic. And then also, you know, I used to own nightclubs, and one of the clubs I had was a Spanish nightclub. And, you know, we would have people that would come from all over. It would be Puerto Rican, Mexican, Honduran, you know, Dominican, all types. And it kind of baffled my mind, you know, where I would see, I literally remember having this conversation with a guy, and it was 2 guys. They were from Honduras, and they look like my cousin. Rob is my cousin.
Yes.
They look like him, but if you tried to tell them they were Black, they got super mad. And they were like, no, I Honduran. He was like, no, Negro, you Black. What
in
do
America.
you what do you think is behind that mentality with people who are, the blackest of black still, and not even just them, others that look like you and I, or whatnot, still, like no, I'm not black. What do you think is behind that?
Well, I mean, it's colonization and it's the greatest mind screw of all time. And now when you're seeing the effects of it, where you thought we were moving forward, and now you see, Black American people who don't want to be associated with Black people that come from other countries and label them as immigrants. And, like rightfully, I understand the plight of the Black American and their particular situation in this country as being the descendants of the slaves of this country, and many of us are the descendants of slaves of other countries. But it's just the greatest mind. I mean, if you pay attention to what's happening now, the breakdown of everybody breaking down into even smaller groups within the groups, it's just to water us down. And that is self-hate. And people from other countries are always being told that Black Americans are lazy, that they are, they're violent, all the lies, everything that the colonizer has been projected onto their victims. And so you have people like, I grew up in Miami, and Haitians would always say, I'm not black. The Jamaicans would be like, I'm not a Yankee, like they will let you know that I'm not like, but it's all the lies that have been told about, I mean, a black period worldwide. And what's happening right now is just a breakdown. And listen, when people send me messages all the time when I'm on the Young Turks, and they're like, you're Puerto Rican, you're not a descendant of a slave in America. Puerto Rico is a colony of America. Right. It's a colony.
And it's definitely a slave port.
It's been colonized multiple times. It was colonized by America. And when we talk about reparations, we start talking about, they don't deserve the reparations here. They deserve their own reparations. Spain owes them reparations. Spain owns the Dominican Republic reparations. France owns Haiti's we have this whole reality of all these people that have been disenfranchised and be constantly told that there is the other group taking from them. Like you hear Black American people now saying, oh, the immigrants, they come here and they take our stuff. They got us fighting for crumbs while they feast. And so we're all thinking, oh, the immigrants are coming to take us. What are the immigrants taking from anybody? The immigrants are in cages. They come in here, they're making money, they pay taxes, and they don't get benefits, and they got to hide.
And they take the worst jobs and the lowest paying jobs.
Yeah, and when we talk about immigrants, I'm not just talking about Mexicans and South Americans. Black people come here from Africa who are immigrants. Haitians come here, and let's mind you, a bunch of white people come here who are immigrants that come here to commit crimes and to do the unruly from Eastern Europe, and we never think about them. But now that we have this fight, you see them on Twitter, they coming after this person, and you not foundational Black person, and you not this, and you ain't that. And while we're doing all of that, they keep passing laws, and they having conversations in the Supreme Court about whether Black votes should count. That's right. And I ask you, think about it. If the Supreme Court is discussing if Black votes should count, do you think that they're just saying Black American votes? Oh no, the Haitians are going to be able to vote. Oh no, it's all, and so we just sit in this perpetual cycle of now. It's all rooted in anger and fear and pain, but it's just all of us have been told the lie, and we believe the lie, and now we're projecting all this hatred into our brothers and sisters, when what we need right now more than ever is solidarity.
Definitely. Definitely. It's like I used to tell people, and they'd be like, what color are you? Like, what's your race? And I'd be like, I'm Black. And they'd be like, no, but you got this look and this and that. So like what's your actual ethnic background? And I'm like, look, man, you keep it real simple in America. You're whatever color you are when you get pulled over by the police.
Exactly. Hello.
That's what color you are. Okay. That's the truth. So get all of that out of your head, or what? Oh, they'll treat me different because I'm Dominican or I'm, this or that. No,
Nah, bro.
they see you all. They see us all as one thing. But let's. I also want to get into more about yourself. For those of the people that are not familiar with you, which I don't know how, but just in case somebody's under a rock somewhere. Let's talk about, so your crowning glory, your day job is you're a professional stand-up comedian, and I've seen you're really talented. It definitely had me laughing. And can we talk a little bit about how you got started in the business? And I wasn't gonna ask how long, but you're obviously only 25, so
Indeed.
He's a charmer.
Yeah.
He's a
You're good with it, so he's smooth.
but
Now, I started doing stand-up 12 years ago. I came to Los Angeles to be an actress, a writer, and I came here to do film in particular. And then I fell into comedy, something I always wanted to do, and I kept getting deterred from. And I was on Jamie Foxx's Foxhole. I would come on and do some guest hosting, and they boosted me up to do stand-up. Chris Spencer, who wrote The Real Husbands of Hollywood.
yeah,
with
shout out to
Kevin.
Chris Spencer.
Chris was the one that made me get on stage. He was like,
Nice.
yo, you're a comedian. You're going to go. And he wrote it down for me. He said, here, go try it. And I've been doing it ever since. So it was Chris Spencer, the Jamie Foxx camp, all of them. They're comedians and they could see it. They knew what it was when they saw it, and they coerced me to do it. And I've been doing it ever since.
I did see you were doing a show where you were playing yourself as, was it your mother or grandmother?
I'm playing on the show I'm playing myself, but there are 3 versions of me. So there'll be a little girl playing me when I was little. I'm actually working on a film where I'm gonna be playing my grandmother.
Oh, dope.
Aw.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Are you producing this or you?
I am gonna produce it. I'm writing it. I had a deal on it this year, and so one of the people who I'm producing it with, who's a very good producer, who's produced like some really great movies, she was like, "No, you're gonna have to write it, direct it, and be in it." So this is a challenge.
So you're
But
directing too.
I'm gonna direct the movie. Yeah.
Many
Wow.
talents.
That's dope.
That's a lot of work.
Have you directed before?
I've directed before on a smaller scale, like some short films, like a web series, never a feature film. But I feel comfortable because the producer is she's an Oscar-winning producer.
Nice.
She's also an Afro-Latina woman.
Yes.
So she knows me. She knows who I am. So I think that with her guidance, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's talk about another huge win for you. Of course, there are other videos and other specials out there that you've done, but They Ready. That seemed to hit like an atom bomb when it came out. I was familiar with you already, but I was introduced to Flame
nice.
as well. That was the first time I'd ever seen Flame, and I was like, this is interesting, and it's something you don't see all the time. So I was really interested in like, okay, how's this gonna go? How is a comedy from? And for those of you that don't know, Flame is a transgender.
Yeah.
And that was my first time ever seeing a transgender person doing comedy. So I was like, what are these jokes gonna be like?
Yeah.
Right.
So I really tuned in. I came for you, but then I ended up tuning into Flame as well, and Flame was funny as hell. And I was like, okay, this is a different perspective. It's hilarious. But can you give us a little insight of how that came about for those that are not familiar?
So Tiffany and I are friends, just off rip. We've been friends since I started doing stand-up. She's been a part of my comedy career, my whole career. We've always been friends, and we've done a lot of things together. We always support each other, and we did we did reality shows at the same time. I did Last Comic Standing, and she did a show called Funniest Wins that was on TBS. And we made this pact that we made 2. We were like, we don't want to win. We just want to make it to the top, to the finals. And then we said, whoever blows first goes back to get the other.
That's right.
So that was our pact. So a few years later, I'm talking to Tiffany on.
This is Tiffany Haddish we're talking about, right?
Tiffany Haddish. I'm talking to her on a Thursday before Girls Trip comes out. And she's like, yo, I don't know what I'm about to do, but I got to get a job. This movie's coming out tomorrow, but I still got to we got to keep moving because you do a project, move on. You keep and she was like, really stressed out about what she was going to do. She was like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I got to book something. I feel like I'm stagnant right now. Movie comes out the next day and boom, that Monday, Variety, I think it was Variety that was like, Tiffany Haddish is the funniest person on the planet. And that was
awesome.
Yeah.
Catapulted her.
It just took it there. So then she's a star now. She's really busy. And we have a conversation shortly after that about her doing a comedy special. So we always, we support each other. We'll say, hey, you need somebody to write, I got you. If you need some jokes, if you need for me to hear them out. We were having that conversation and she said, no, when I get a special, I want to do a special with my friends. And if I get this deal with Netflix, I'm gonna produce 6 comedy specials. And I don't know where she got the number 6 from, but that Tiffany's very, she thinks the way she thinks. So she said, 6, I'm gonna do this. And she was like, I'm gonna create 6 specials for my friends. We talked about the people. We both were like, she said, well, I know I want you. I know I want April. I want Shantae. I'm thinking about Flame. Like we talked it out. And I just buried it in the back of my head because she had just become so big and so busy that I didn't think she had time to do that at the time when she did it.
And that's also Hollywood. Like you have plans and you talk with people, you have great conversations.
So much stuff going on.
Some stuff happens and then some stuff just kind of fades and it's not anybody nefarious reason. It's just, things don't line up and then it's gone.
That's it. And so when I got the call, because she was preparing me for it. Like she was like, I need you to start working on your stuff. Because I had been working on my hour and I was going out. I had showcased it for HBO. I had gone out and tried to get an hour with the networks. So when she said, I want you to do this, and then everyone who advises me was like, it's best if you do 30 minutes. Go in, hit it hard, and then they're going to want more. And then the hour special will come. So I got a call. My agent called me one day and was like, hey, I got this offer for you for They Ready. And I was like, well, damn, like this really happened. Like it happened a lot sooner than I thought it was going to happen because she had the time to do it.
Well, that's dope. How would it feel like being there with your friend and with the others and coming out there knowing that did you know it was going to be a big deal like it was, or was that a surprise?
It was a surprise. There were 2 days of taping. I went the first day because I went to take flowers to my girls who were performing that day. And I wanted to support them and watch them perform. And so I went and saw them and the energy was great. It was different. It was a whole different. I didn't realize so many people were going to show up for my taping. People were turned away. Like I was getting messages. Yes. I came. I've had standing ovations before, but never like that long. And that it was, I didn't expect. I was really nervous. I was just oh yeah, I did twice. We did 2 tapings, and the whole time I was just like, I just want to get the jokes right because at the end of the day, for me, everything is about the jokes, right? Because my writing is what's always gotten me to the next place. It's never been popularity. It's never been looks. It's never been who I'm dating. It's always been my writing. It's always been like, I don't go viral for it. If you notice, like the videos I go viral for is always my jokes.
Yeah.
Like I could do a sketch and 13 people will watch it. But my video that they just Netflix posted 12 million views as of now. Like it just always my writing. So that's what was important to me. I was gonna wear a suit that I had made. There was a white suit and this was before Super Bowl, that had this Puerto Rican flag on it, that at the end I was going to do this thing and you'll see the flag. And the pants were like, they didn't have any lining in them. Like it was just poorly constructed. So I had to go to like, I went to this outlet mall and I bought that jumper like the day before.
Oh wow.
The day before, and I was, because I storyboard my stuff. Like I always know what I'm gonna wear from last comic standing on. Every outfit, everything is always on a storyboard. Right here. So it was just like, that was like a hiccup in the road, and then I was like, y'all, fuck all that. Well, all this bullshit. What matters is the material and the content. And so, no, I didn't expect to be like that. I was told they didn't expect it either. You know, she had to fight really hard for me to get a special. They didn't see it. And it was, I don't think they even expected it to be, you know, to get the views that it got, and for me to like, because I was third, you know, like Netflix is like, the episodes, people fall off. Like they'll watch the first one, maybe. I was third, and no, the response was not what I expected. I'm thankful for it. And it's created a lot more opportunities for me. So I'm very thankful.
Yeah, well, people were very excited about it. I remember when it came out, you know, I was anticipating it. And like I said, by that point, I had already was seeing you on TYT and started following you and was keeping up and learning more about you and whatnot. Then I saw that was announced and that was coming, and I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to check that out. And so I did go and watch yours. I watched yours, but it inspired me to watch the others as well. You know, no shade to the other comedians. I just wasn't as familiar. And but I was, you know, I saw the quality of it. I saw how good it was, how good you were. And I was like, well, the rest of them got to be somewhere in that similar caliber to be on it. So I went ahead and watched the rest as well. And it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. Hats off to you and those ladies for what you guys accomplished. Definitely.
Two of those women are really good friends of mine. Shantae Wayans and April Macy are two of my closest friends. Tiffany, you know, Shantae and I are very close. We actually watch For Life together on FaceTime. We FaceTime and watch TV. She's one of my closest friends. We're all very close. And so I love Flame. Flame and I came together as a result of They Ready. I had met Flame before, but not known Flame. Tracy, Ashley, and I were on Last Comic Standing together. I love Marlo. Marlo is a friend of Tiffany's. And we used to be on the Foxhole together. So it was good to see other people win. Like, we get so caught up in thinking that there's only room for one of us to win. You know, it was so good to just be able to take that like jump with my girls, you know, because April and Shantae are my friends in real life. And if I quit comedy tomorrow, they would still be my friends.
Ooh, I love it.
And it's important. It's hard to maintain that in Hollywood. It's hard to maintain those connections and real, like, genuine relationships. And like Wavyy and I, we're all actors and, you know, MCs and everything. Huh?
I said, I know, I follow you too.
Oh, you follow me too?
Yeah.
I'm winning, boy. No, I'm but no, so, you know, we, you know, he and I met actually before we ended up working on this show Unsolved together. It was on USA. It's on Netflix now. And, you know, he played Biggie. I played Suge in that one. And it's funny because we met. We met online because I seen a post because I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I thought he was from there. Because I seen a Fayetteville Observer post, an article about him being on Unsolved, and so I'm like, hey, you know, what's up, man? Shout out to, you know, my fellow Fayetteville guy, you know, congrats, etc. And I hadn't accepted the role yet. They were just talking to me about it, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to, because I just played Suge in the theaters and then was going to that, so I was like, I don't know. And I talked to him, and you know, he was like, "Yeah, thanks, my guy, but I'm from Long Island, but yeah, thanks." So I was like, "Oh, well, you know, I take it back." No, but I was still like, you know, my man. And so we communicated, you know, via social media for a minute, and then Did I even tell you that I took the job, or you just saw me?
No, I just seen you.
Okay, yeah. So Yeah, so when we had last talk, I didn't even know if I was going to take the job, but we had gotten cool. And then we got on set and, you know, he popped up and I was in a meeting with the producers and he popped up and was like, hey, you know, and we were talking and you see he's sitting here now. So we were just friends the whole time. And it's nice to have those non-Hollywood,
genuine
the
connections.
genuine friendships and, you know, people that ain't all in the clouds and whatnot. And but I want to talk also about some of the other things you got going on. Let's talk about Truth Serum.
But I just want to say one thing. Suge, Simon is what I call him. Suge is a friend of mine, and me and he used to be cool back in the day when I first moved here. Mm-hmm. One of the nicest people to me ever. Like I remember I was at Roscoe's waiting to go get something to eat. We were in line, and I was with my kids. And he moved us to the front of the line and told the people that I was never to wait when I come there to eat.
Awesome.
I did the same thing for Wavyy. That's crazy. Mine wasn't as cool as that though. They just graced us with moving to the front of the line.
Oh my God.
He was like, I gotta come with you to Roscoe's more often.
But you know, it's like people. People are multifaceted, and you know, even though Suge has been problematic and has had his issues, he was always very kind to me. And my son was getting bullied at school, and he sent a message like, if y'all don't fall back off him, y'all gonna deal with
That's super dope.
Uncle Suge.
And but it's like, you know, to have Suge Knight in that, you know, in a moment like that, it's just interesting to see. So when I saw that you played him, I was like, oh, Simon, because that's what I call him. I don't call him.
Is his name Simon?
Nah, from what I was told, it was because whatever he said went, so they called him Simon, like Simon Says.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah,
everybody calls him Simon. Like his wife calls him Simon. Like that's where he and I have always had a very platonic relationship. Let me speak. His wife be shooting up shit, but no, I've never. He's, you know, everyone around him. I met his son. I mean, like, I remember just everyone that's close to him, Corrupt, all of them. They call him Simon. They don't call him.
Wow. Yeah, and he has a like you said, he's definitely multifaceted because you can ask. When I got into this whole endeavor of portraying him first in film. You know, I had to learn beyond the headlines and all of that stuff of, you know, all the boogeyman stuff you heard of. And that's what I was mostly interested in was because I know everybody's a human. So there's humanity, you know, and if you're a human, in most cases, you got more than one side. And, you know, the media, they'll play up whatever side, the narrative that they want to run. And and he was making too much money back then and not, you know, playing ball like the labels wanted. So of course, you know, they didn't want you to look at him as a great guy.
Right.
And but you know, you talk to one group of people and the person they describe is nothing like what, you know, you grew up hearing or, you know, all the rumors and whatnot. And then you talk to some other people and they're like, oh, that evil bastard. You know what I mean? So it's all about what your interaction was with the person.
Well, I never tried to play like I was a gangster. I always approached him like I was a woman, and you know, I was relatively young when I met Suge. But I watched people around him. Everybody tried to find the gangster within every time they got around him, and it's like I don't want to be a part of that life. Like I don't want to know about. You know, I'll be like, I remember one time he was like, you gonna ride with me? And I was like, hell no. I was like, the last time I saw somebody ride in that car, they made a move.
I know that's right.
I love it.
True story.
We were cool. Like if anything ever looked like they started talking about stuff, I would just remove myself because I you know, I ain't no gangster. So I was like, I'm not trying to be a part of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So tell us about Truth Serum. Let's, you know, let the good people know what it is and where they can participate and enjoy it.
So Truth Serum is a visual podcast that I do on a weekly basis, Fridays at 12 p.m. Pacific time, where I have different voices come on and people of color, people from marginalized groups mainly come and talk about issues from our perspective and our point of view. Because I've been on the Young Turks and I've done a lot of, I'm always on panels and always talking about our issues, but I feel like a lot of times it's always white people talking about our issues, speaking for us, as if we don't have political point of views. And so when you look at the mainstream stuff, when you see people talking about these things, it's always like the people who have a name, the people who have the big, millions of followers. Yeah. So I set out to bring the voices of people who do the work, who may not necessarily have the millions of followers, that have something to say that is impactful to our communities, and whose opinions and point of views I think are just as valuable. I've had big name people like Charlemagne did it, and I had Killer Mike did the show.
Shout out to Killer Mike.
Yes.
I had Ben Crump did it, and Van Lathan, and Angela.
Good list there.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I've had some good, like Angela Yee came and did it, and Ebony Williams. But I've also had people who, whose names you may not know, that are doing a lot of the work and whose voices are just as important. And I need those people to sustain the show for me so that I can bring the other names of the people who necessarily have the following. So I decided to keep it independent. So I put it on YouTube. It airs on Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And we got it's doing very well. The numbers are really good. People show up and they really engage. And yeah, we have a fun show. We broke down like all the propositions that were on the ballot last week.
Dope.
Okay.
Dope. Well, we're not going to hold you forever. We know you're a busy lady and whatnot. We just are very thankful and very appreciative of you joining us and bringing
thank you for coming on.
All of our guests is kind of the same way. We're cutting up, so we act crazy most of the time, but we talk about real stuff as well. So all the guests we have on, we did the same thing. My partner, I decided to stay independent with it and own it all, so we could say whatever the hell we want, speak on whatever we want, with no corporate voices saying, "Hey, you can't say that." You know, so we could speak on our issues, speaking on things in our community as well, freely. And so we have celebrities, we have from politics to people that are out there just putting in the work, and doing great things. And so you being on here is special for us because it's not just, it's Aida Rodriguez, but it's who you are, what you stand for, and not only your talent, which is the comedy, but also the other ways. You're very active out here. And so that's the kind of people we like to bring up. Yeah, we're going to have to get her up on the
shirts, though. I want one of these dopest chick in the game shirts.
Wait, I got a shirt for you.
Is that
I got
yours?
Some shirts. No, this one isn't mine, but listen, let's shout them out because they're super dope. So it's actually called the Dope Chick Co. And I make shirts myself, but I love to support us. And so I saw them and I saw somebody wearing something. I was like, "Ooh, that's super dope." And I always like, "Oh, you dope. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and look them up and buy it. And I love it. Like I can't wait to wear it.
DM me it because I want to get one. I actually always used to say I'm the dopest chick in the game that wears her own chain.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
she's actually got her own shirt and hoodie line.
I got my own.
But it's definitely the messaging. The message. It has messages.
I'll send that to you
great
as well.
For you. So we'll get you.
I'll support.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll get you. We'll get you that, and we'll get you a Cuttin' Up shirt also. You know what I mean? You can rock a Cuttin' Up shirt. Yeah, probably send you like Cuttin' Up shirts, some mugs, and all kind of stuff.
Send it for real. Every time I do a show, people tell me they're gonna.
Oh no, Cuttin' Up. We're not playing.
Yeah. And I never trip because I don't be wanting they shit because it be
right.
But Cuttin' Up is like that's great, and send it. I'll wear it. I never. People send me stuff, and my agent be like, "You gonna wear that?" And I'm like, "Somebody looks like me made it. Adidas not paying me."
Right.
Exactly.
That's
so
it.
We'll get that to you. We'll get in there. We'll get an email sent to you to get your info, and we'll get you that stuff over there ASAP. And let the people know where they can find you on all your social medias and contacts. Well, not your personal contacts.
Oh no! I don't. I mean, I see everybody putting out their numbers, and I'm like, yeah, y'all. Funny AIDA is on Twitter and Instagram and Twitch at Funny AIDA at Funny Aida, and Facebook because somebody got my name. It's my first name AIDA Rodriguez, and actually I just looked at my page and I saw it was like 200,000 people on there. I don't go to Facebook. If you look, you'll see that it'll be a post from one and then a month ago.
That
so
sounds
I
like
have
me.
the girl. I can't. It's too toxic.
Right.
Yeah.
It is.
I get into too many
Yeah.
arguments
Toxic,
over
though.
Trump
It
on
is,
Facebook.
it
I had to
is.
just stay off of
I
it.
just can't
Oh
pay
my
attention on
goodness. I'm like, yeah, it's too much.
It's
So,
changing.
but yeah, that's it. And so I appreciate you. Thank you for having me. I
Most
love it.
definitely. Most
Present.
definitely. And hopefully we end up working together at some point in time. I'm
Yeah.
getting ready to start work with Louise. I told you that.
said that.
Yeah. So I just found out he's playing one of the other new characters on this show that I'm also
Congratulations. He's
on.
doing stand up too, because that's why he calls me. Because we're supposed to go do some shows together.
I didn't know he
But-
does stand up.
Yeah, it's new. He got George Lopez put him on stage, and he got bit by the.
Nice.
Now-
Because he's freaking hilarious. I always wonder why he didn't do it.
Yeah.
And he's multifaceted too. Like he's and this wait till you see. I can't tell all the details, but he is an asshole in this show. But in that funny, it was like when you read it, it's like I was reading the script and I was like, oh yeah, you couldn't have got anybody but Louise, because he's got to be. He's crucial, but he's in a funny way, and he's really good at those stuff. He can be hilarious or he can go straight evil. So I'm excited to see him. Yeah. I've never met him.
Oh, you're gonna. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna text him. He be like, man, oh yeah, nena. Like he calls me like I like you. That's the FaceTime. Oh yeah, nena. He's already. I'm like, hello, hi.
Yeah, so I haven't met him personally, so I'm excited because I've been me and my close friends and family, we've been huge Luis Guzman fans for years.
I'm gonna text him.
Yeah,
Make sure
so when I saw, I was like, who? I was like,
I'm
oh,
gonna tell
it's on.
Yes,
I'm
right.
gonna come on the set just doing the salsa, like, oh yeah, papa.
Right.
Just to mess with him, but make sure you guys follow Aida, and we appreciate you and hope to see you again soon in the future.
Absolutely.
You will see
Yes,
me.
yes.
SDOT Lee. And I love us, and I won't stop. So thank you
Hello.
for
And we love you too.
We
and
need
thank
your
you.
energy.
man.
We need that.
Most definitely.
Yes. Melanin is divine. Don't
Hello.
forget.
Indeed.
Most definitely. All right.
Bye.
Man, that was so good to have Aida with us
Right.
on this show and
Really
whatnot.
was.
And I love talking with her and just exploring her mind, because she's definitely multifaceted, and she's a very powerful woman and not just an entertainer. I love entertainers that they're able to entertain but also can get down and get active when it's social issues
Hello. I agree.
and things about equality and injustices and whatnot. And not just, I hate scared entertainers, man. That shit drives me nuts so bad, because sometimes I feel like, some of us are the only ones out there, using our platform. You got everyone else scared, sitting on the edge, waiting for the major stars to say something.
Right.
Then it's like, oh, okay, they said it, so it's safe. You know what I
just
mean?
be
Nah,
you.
show up when it ain't safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't show up after the house has been finished burning down. You know what I mean? And then you're just like, hey, who needs saving? Like, man, it's over, bro.
late.
It's done.
It's over.
done.
You know what I mean? Look at us over here scorched and stuff that was running in that building saving people. Like,
Right.
show up when it's needed, bro. Not show up, after it's all, everybody went home, the house is burnt down, it's damp.
You know what I
mean?
liked about her so much is,
What?
I don't know if you guys peeped this. You probably did, but when she was talking about how her and her sisters were doing the comedy show,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, and what I did was I bought flowers for them and showed up for them.
Oh, I knew you were gonna. I was waiting for a hello.
I listen, you know what's funny? The first time I said it, I was like, oh, shoot, I do say it. Hello, girl. Even just now, I was like, stop saying it. I can't help it.
You're like,
I
it's
didn't
the
realize
hello
it
girl.
before. Yeah, I am the hello girl. I was like, hello. And I was like,
Just
oh,
wait
shoot.
till the show keeps getting bigger and bigger. And you walk in places and people look, they point, hello.
You gonna hear random hellos.
Yeah.
Funny.
You gonna get tired. You're like, if I hear hello one more damn time.
Nah, you gonna
I
make a
thought that
mistake and say
was
hey back. Hello. Hey.
I'm gonna say it right now, hello.
I know.
I thought that was so powerful, and
Yeah.
one of the things I was thinking, but it was flowing so good, and it's the reason why I really didn't interrupt it. is that, you know, in certain circles, I guess, and especially the comedic one, and when it comes to women, I've always wondered, do they stick together? Like, is it like cutthroat? Are they looking like, oh, here she goes, it's only room for one? I love that she had, her whole vibe is we can all win. That was so apparent with her. And I loved it. Because I'm for that. I'm like, listen, we can all eat. We can all win. Like, it's not going to hurt you. I just forwarded something. It's not going to hurt you to put somebody else on. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, it's okay. Real, it's okay. Yeah. And I like that she has, and I like how her and Tiffany made that pact. Yeah. Like, listen, whoever gets on, we'll just come back, get somebody else. You know? And then you come back and
I got you, dog. You already know the vibe. Don't forget about me either.
Oh, yeah. Grab me too.
All right, I'll never forget.
Yeah. Look, it be on. It be on.
I don't know why you surprised.
Janet the shit though.
But that's how it should be.
She was beautiful.
Yeah, her spirit is beautiful.
I love her accent.
Yeah, I love how she brought in the fact that,
I can't roll them R's. I was like,
oh, bro, it took me straight back to Miami.
So
it took me straight back to Miami. But I love the fact that she was saying, when she was talking about the part where she was saying we can all eat.
Right.
I love the fact that she was saying, like, other people are trying to keep us where we're always fighting each other for that recognition and for that spot to keep us from actually coming together. And there's more power in unity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love the fact that she pointed that out.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's the same. If you look at, you know, if you're sitting at a table like we are having dinner, and you got a couple dogs running around the house, different colored dogs, you know what I mean? Or different types of dogs. They may not get along that great or whatever, but knock some food off your scraps. Knock your scraps off the table and watch how they go berserk and scrap with each other. Scraps. Yeah.
When there's enough food. Nah, he expected something else. She did
that
too.
Kills me because I thought talking about. She said, "There we go," and then our whole energy was like
in the back of her head was.
She felt bad because I said some real shit.
Like he did. I was like, oh shit.
She turned up and went to the side like this
nigga. She was sitting there waiting for it, bro.
You thought because I said dog, I had a Rhodesian joke.
No, it was a roll the R's and then the dog. I'm like,
you thought it was a segue.
And then he went into the talk, and then his voice dropped to that. Well, you know, the brother.
When he said what he said, I was like, oh shit.
Here it comes.
Y'all see how she be doing me? Like I'm the bad guy. I'm the boogeyman around here.
If you would have seen the shame on my face, though, I thought I was on the low.
That's why I
forget that wave. You see me blushing?
She even said, here it goes.
Give me a wave. Well, anybody might miss it. We don't miss each other ever, yo, ever.
I just kept going. I was like, damn, you want to hear no real shit today, huh?
Shit.
Like, here we go with this bullshit.
Yeah, then I'm like, I gotta support it.
Yeah.
Like, here you go with this real bullshit again.
I did. Oh, God, that's funny.
Wow.
Oh, man, y'all got my cheeks hurting again.
I can't stand this motherfucker. With his brain and shit.
Catch me outside.
Catch me outside my day. Wow.
No Rhodesian. Are you missing the Rhodesian jokes? Like, let me find out you missing the
maybe I
Rhodesian
am.
jokes.
You gotta bring back a Rhodesian joke.
You know what I mean?
I
just hate.
No, you're not.
You know. I have plenty. I got some every week. But the problem is, I really thought about like what she said one time, and it's like, man, like she wasn't complaining, but I thought about it. Like the Rhodesian Ridgeback really is a dog. But no, I just, I don't want anybody ever take them jokes and think I'm correlating an actual dog with as died, because it's so much more than that. You know what I mean? So. You waiting for the joke?
No, everybody was waiting for the joke, bro. Everybody was waiting for the joke.
This is bad. This is bad when you can't give a compliment and we all like this.
No, as soon as he switches it. So, he looked at you like he was thinking of something else. I'm not going to call you a dog, but I'm going to say this.
And you trying to think of the punchline before he says
it. That is so bad.
You trying to think of the punchline before he says it so you can make sure.
It should just be a genuine.
To be honest, I did have one, but then I looked at Wavyy about to explode, trying not to laugh already. So I was like, I can't.
See how they do me,
It's too easy if they looking for it.
Don't say how they do you, because I don't.
No,
wait, don't be.
I don't think you look like a Rhodesian Ridgeback.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Damn.
Just edit this in post. but yeah, no, I don't have no dog jokes for you. I think you're a queen. I think you're magically just
she don't even want to hear this voice.
Special lady, really wonderful person and human being, and you just fly all the way around. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
That's it. Why you giving me the side? I can't big up SDOT. Like,
no, you good.
If you can joke with somebody, you can also take the time
to
big them up with your real thoughts. You know, the jokes are just jokes, but the real thoughts are the real thoughts. You know what I mean?
Spit that shit, G. I see you.
You know what I mean? Do you feel
this one's been acting up.
I know. I've been letting him take over the acting up.
Because let me tell you. So listen, I went back and listened. Okay, whenever you going in, all you hear is this low voice like rhodesia. Yo, I swear. And listen, the last one that we did, he was really because look, I went on Snap, remember, and I think I put a clip out there. Yo, I listened back. I said, I know he did it.
Yo, the last time he was going in,
and I was really looking at him
like, he had a chip on his shoulder.
Right I have no idea what you're talking about.
I be going so light on you, man.
I resent the fact that you made my voice this. First of all.
That's how you sound when you get excited. Hey, auntie. You be like, that's what you do.
Hey, auntie.
You know, hey, auntie. No, but he does like this thing, like, hey, auntie.
That's the shirt, too. Hey, auntie.
The shirt.
The fans,
that's the shirt.
don't want those.
If
hey,
I
auntie.
get the hello, you get the hey, auntie.
Yeah, I'm down with that, man. I love my
No,
auntie.
but we are gonna get some like a cartoonist. We're gonna have some cutting up shirts have a Rhodesian ridge back on it.
Oh no. So we're gonna go outside and give us some.
It's not like we're gonna put SDOT Lee on it. It's just gonna be a Rhodesian ridge.
Okay, y'all have a good time wearing them. Let me know how that worked out for y'all.
People see you on the street, they be like, "Hey, girl."
Ain't nobody do none of that. Kicked right in the nuts, too.
You gonna kick people in the nuts?
Right in the nuts. And I got long legs. I don't even gotta reach. I just be like,
you gonna get so many.
She gonna kick you with them hind legs. Is what she said.
Not the hind legs.
And there it goes.
There it is.
Okay, and you talking about
I
me?
knew we couldn't take him too
When you
long.
talking about me, I ain't say nothing. You shoot your shot.
Well, we unfortunately, we love having fun and partying here on the Cutting Up. As you see, we love to cut up. You know what I mean? And
yes, we do.
and we appreciate all you guys that follow us, that keep up with us, all the messages that are coming through, and the support and the love. Thank you for blowing up the YouTube and leaving comments, showing us that you are actually interacting and watching the show and enjoying it. So as long as you guys keep enjoying it, we're gonna keep making it. And, catch us next week, man. We'll be back again for another installment of Cutting Up. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
We love to cut up, you know what I'm saying?
Why
they got us cutting up. And make sure you go, make sure if you haven't already, because by now you should have already, but if you haven't, make sure you get the theme song by our one and only Wavyy Jonez. Super MC.
It's so dope.
Oh. You know what I mean? He's up in the building.
It's dope.
So Apple.
Yo, it's going to be like 5 years
don't
later.
Even start that
yo,
shit.
it's dope. He going to play this.
Don't even start.
At some premiere, we got to have a dance to it.
But the song is available.
The
song is available on all platforms. So if you got Apple, Google, all that good stuff, make sure you get out there and support. And cut up anytime you want by downloading the song to your library. Make sure you check out the music video. SDOT got a banging ass solo dance.
I do. Listen,
you know what I mean?
What's it called? What is it called? The
whoa?
The
SDOT shuffle.
I hit the whoa and everything. No, I ain't do the shuffle.
The Ridgeback
Kev
shuffle.
did the shuffle.
Side step
I
on all fours. Just,
Yo, bro, I don't want to hear nothing else about nobody.
Why they got us cutting up? Why they got us cutting up?